to all the classic car enthusiasts. Just a quick video, about 10-minute video, whatever. A bit of an update and some thank you to people for different things, and showing a few things, because I get quite a few emails from people asking me different questions about stuff, and I write directly to them, but sometimes I have to, you know, they get lost sometimes. So I've been in contact with, due to a problem now with picking up the engines because they were being built in England, and I found a guy here in Austria, a youngish fellow, runs a restoration company, speaks perfect English, and I'm going to get him to do all my work from now on. Well, maybe not the engine work, but certainly the machining side. And the only reason I had them done in the UK was, one, because I had too much stuff on, and secondly because I was worried about the interpretation of, you know, shells and bearings, big ends, whatever, or gudgeon pins, rings, whatever, and getting them wrong. You know, I mean, 1/1000th of an inch is a massive difference. So this is why I had them done in the UK, because of the time. Anyway, so I've talked to M-Machine, talked to a very nice lady there called Doreen, and she's going to send the parts out to me, because there's a 5-week delay now before I can come to the UK to pick these engines up, because I don't know what they've been doing, but anyway. So I've ordered, just to let you know, I've got the email in front of me, I've ordered 2 door skins, left and right, 2 inner and outer sill panels, so that's the inner and the outer already pre-spot welded, so they go along that first strengthening line. A rear subframe, but I've gone for a heritage one because I put one on before and it was really good, I liked it, and I don't want to repaint it. The rear valance gusset and closing panels, the front wheel arch strengthener, which is the strengthener that goes in when you put the 13 or 12-inch wheels in. The yoke arms are quite wide, and you need the strengthening gusset in it to go across the wing and the A panel, and because you have to cut about 1 inch out all the way around, and to have it without that in, you have got no 90-degree on it, so there's no strength in the wing. And I'll obviously be welding all that in, but I won't be lead loading the arches like I did on mine. And what was the other things? The top shock absorber mounts, which always rust. You get the mounting with the 4 bolts on it, which go through into the main box bulkhead on the front of the car, and they always rot behind, and they tend to rot the back of the plate as well, so they're not worth messing around with. And what was the last thing? And some A panels. So I've got quite a bit coming from them, and a shitload I'm going to order from Mini Sport as well. So enjoy the video. It's going over quite a few different things, but I'm sure there'll be something for everybody in it, hopefully anyway, a little bit of interest. So take care, and thanks for the thumbs up. I'm nearly up to 2,300 now subscribers, which is unbelievable. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for the comments, really do appreciate them, especially any input or advice you've got. So enjoy the video and catch you soon. Take care, bye. So as you can see, the console's sitting out there on its own, looking a bit lonely, a bit forlorn. This is the stand I use to run my engine and gearbox from, and when I put the IRS together. This is a video quite some years old, and I don't really use it now. I use it just to stick tyres on it. But a gentleman from Ireland, George Monroe, asked me about the measurements for it, and I've actually said to him that I'll let him have it for a minimal fee, because I'm not using it anymore anyway. So this is just part of it, and the rest is up in the where that Porsche, I don't know if I can zoom in, where that Porsche bonnet is sat. All the other parts are for it up there, so I'll get them all out and weigh them for you, George, and then I'll let you know what the weight is. So yeah, so I'll just shut that door down. That's going to be alright. Shouldn't catch. Yeah, so I'll get it all taken apart, and I'll get the total weight with all the nuts and bolts and bits and pieces, because there's quite a lot to go with it. So I just want to check that back door. Oh jeez, that's tight. No problem, it's good. Okay, and just to give you an update on this, I've been talking to a very nice lady at M-Machine called Doreen, who's a very, very knowledgeable lady. A lot of people have mentioned her, good cheers with stuff, and I've ordered all the bits. The downside is I've just found out today from Bristol Classic and Sports Cars, who are doing the engines for me, that once again it's going to be delayed. So now it's going to be the middle of May before I can make my trip, so that's too long. So they're going to send the stuff out to me. So I've ordered these, basically these panels here, so I end up cutting this all the way down from front to back, so it will be the inner and the outer sill all pre-done both sides. I've ordered up a Heritage rear subframe because it needs it, front's fine, and a bunch of panels, the A-frames, closing panels, the door skins, a bunch of stuff. I made these up. This guy that had the car originally, Heinz was his name, not the next door neighbour, but another guy, and he made them out of this 3mm, which is a little bit over the top, so I'll pull all this off, because they were nice enough fabricated, but they're just ridiculously heavy. There's just no need for them. You can see how thick they are. I mean, they wouldn't rot, that's for sure, but they're really not needed, and I want this closing panel here anyway. So I've ordered a bunch of stuff, and hopefully they'll put it out within a week or so. So that's the update on that. That one I'm still doing I've still got to get these belts in for that. Okay, what else? It's just a real quick update, this. Yes, this is... oh, I want to say a big thank you to... Sorry, before we finish with the mini, I want to say a big thank you to Jack Burniston, who kindly offered me to get the stuff to go, because he lives near M Machine apparently in Darlington, and he offered me to go and there's my nosy neighbour there. Don't know if you can see him through the window. Look at him looking. Nosy twat. Anyway, going back. Yeah, thanks Jack. I really appreciate your offer and your help. As it's turned out, I'm going to have them delivered now. So, and I said that to you in the email. So thank you very much. And this is the great thing about YouTube. So many people have helped me with stuff, and I've tried to help them, and I think it's just a great thing, that people try and share this stuff. Anyway, so now we're on to the XK150, and there's a guy called Peter Warren, and I've been talking to him for a couple of years now, and he has an XK140, I thought it was. Yeah, it's an XK1. So I think, and he was saying something about the back, he'd done some repair work on the back. But to be honest with you, Peter, I'm pretty sure that the 140 is different. This boot situation is different on the 140. I think only the 150s were like this, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I'll do I'll do this video, and then I'll take some stills for you and send you. But that's what you wanted the side piece there. And obviously this is where there's a round piece goes on here, but you have to put that in after you've put the body on, because there's a fuel tank which has a circular motion in the back of it, so you can only put it on afterwards. But he asked me to take some photographs, so you can see that's how they look, that's how the back is put on. And this is an original car, this has not been restored. Well, we've done some work to it, but all the back is absolutely original, how it comes. So that's for you. But I'm sure the 150 is different if you look in the XK Gazette. But anyway, so that's for Peter. Sorry I'm doing all these requests, but that's the thing. Like I say, Julian Page is a guy that's was asking me about these headlights, and I gave him these headlight bowls, and I gave him all the measurements for them, and he's sending one out to me, which is very good of him. He's made some, and as I said before, I guess you can't buy these things anymore. I don't know. I would have thought the people that are manufacturing the bonnets would have done them, but maybe they won't sell them separately. There's some strange anomalies with some of this stuff. But thank you to him for that, and I'll mention it to Nigel when I talk to him next, and I'm sure he'll give you a thank you when he sees you at the club meet or whenever. So yeah, what else we got left? So yeah, that's it really. Just one quick thing I wanted to go over before I do it because I won't do a video for now for a few days because I've got quite a lot of stuff to do garden wise as well. You can see there that where the hinge is. So what I'm proposing to do now is I'm thinking about shaving something off this hinge. As you can see, they're quite thick at the back. Hang on, they're quite thick at the back, and they're slightly thinner towards the front. Same, but it's not the top bit. It's the bit on the bottom there that I need to do. So what I'm thinking of doing is undoing that bolt there, undoing this bolt, taking out the top hat. I'll have this on a jack, the front on a jack, and I'll pull it forward slightly, so this is just about hitting here, and that'll tell me whether it will give me that distance I need for those gaps, which I think it will. Before I go cutting, at least that'll prove to me that it will work and it will pull the whole bonnet round. So that's the next plan on that one. Hopefully that will work. I think it will. It should just give me enough movement forward there. That's probably about 3 or 4 mil, and I shouldn't need that much. So that's the plan tomorrow, to do that. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll take a couple of stills for you, Peter, for this back of this XK150. But like I say, I'm reasonably sure the 120 and the 140s were the same, but I think the 150 was a different construction at the back. But if that helps, then that's good. Okay, so take care and thanks for watching in. I'll give you an update in a few days. Bye. Take care. Stay safe and keep the faith. Bye.